Normally I have like music playing right here. There it is. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Am I not live on Facebook now? What is happening? All right. All right, fuck it. We just gonna get right into it. I was trying to do like the whole intro thing, but it's whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. My daughter's relentless right now. Every time I leave the room, she just starts crying. She's gonna cry herself to sleep.
It's all good. I'm a girl dad myself, so like I understand it entirely.
Sometimes they just don't want to go to sleep. I think it's because I was out of town for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And mom
so
does not run.
She just missed you.
No, is that mom doesn't run a strict program. So when she cries, she knows she can get out of the crib. But when it's me, I'm like, yeah, no way, buddy.
Yeah, no.
Not interested.
us dads, we don't have the leisure of being the easy parent.
Yeah, no, not at all.
We got to be the one that gives, belt to ass type shit. But
definitely.
Yeah, dude, I really appreciate you taking the time out to be here. It's a pleasure to have you on. Like I said, I've been a big fan for a while, so like this is dope. And then to see you start being more vocal about your specific mental health struggles is dope. And should be taken as inspiring to those that might be struggling.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a big thing. I think everybody deals with some type of mental health struggle. It's just more so about how people deal with it and how people cope, and also how extreme the circumstances are. Because somebody could have mental health struggles but live an easy life where nothing really happens, and they don't really go through much until they're 30, 40, 50 years old.
Yeah.
And then, we have these things like midlife crisis and things like that. It's just, different people. My life was just crazy from the start. So it's like I've been going through stuff my whole life until, I got to a breaking point. And I think that's really what it is. I think every human just has a breaking point.
Oh, absolutely.
Where, we tend to kind of overlook the fact that life can be different for everybody. It looks different for everybody.
Yeah.
But mental health, I think, is something that everybody should be focused on.
I agreed. And it's wild. Because a lot of people either don't know how to reach out, don't know where to reach out. Or if they decide to reach out, you've got like other men that are clowning them for it.
Right. Yeah.
I just made a video about that today because I see right now in this month, I've seen more women encouraging men to like open up about their mental health than I've seen men. Men are just complaining about the fact that there's no men's mental health posts when if you open your eyes and look, they're all there.
Yeah, they're definitely all there. I think that with men, it's just more so of like a pride and ego thing.
Oh, for sure.
Because we're taught to, it's almost like it's a competition of who can deal with the most stuff and you never know about it.
Right.
It's like the weirdest thing ever. It's like, I don't understand how as men, we got the short end of the stick where we have to go through the most, but talk about it the least.
Yeah.
Whereas, with women, the minute they go through any small inconvenience, they're venting about it for 45 minutes. Sometimes I even get like sick of my wife. Like she'll like some small inconvenience will ruin her whole day. Not ruin her whole day, but she'll talk about it all day.
Right.
She'll talk about it all day. And I'll just be like, babe, like, all right. Especially if it's like between me and her, like if it's a problem between us and I'm like, okay, cool. Like it's solved now. It's handled. Like, let's move past it. She keeps talking about it because she's like, no, I'm still venting.
Right. We're
It's
not
still
done.
on my mind. So
We're yeah.
now it's still on my mind. But
Yeah.
me, I'm like, I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I moved on 6.5 hours ago, and here we are.
I'm
Yeah. No,
like, yeah. It's I'm over it now. I'm like, I think I'm gonna go sit in my car.
right.
Because now you're ruining my day.
Right. But if the roles were reversed, how quick do you think they would be over hearing about it?
They're over it way faster than we are.
Right.
They're
Like
over it way
when
faster.
the
Because that's the thing. When we go through stuff and we keep talking about it, they're like, all right, babe, like when are you gonna like
you
move
either
on
do
from this?
something about it or shut up.
When are you gonna That's exactly what it is. Like,
Yeah.
man, I stopped being friends with one of my best friends, and I was like, I was going through it. You know what I mean? He did some grimy stuff to me, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be friends with this guy anymore. But that was like my best friend.
Yeah.
So for days, I'm like talking about it, I'm mad about it, and she's like, babe, like, when are you gonna get over this? Like, what do you mean?
If this was your best friend, you'd be a fortnight. This you'd be upset about this.
You'd be talking about every single thing. You know what I mean? Like you'd be going back and forth. You'd be replaying stuff. And so it's
Yeah.
like I think as men, we don't always get the same luxury of like talking about stuff. But I think that's why too it's important to have like good friend groups that
Absolutely.
like especially as men that are like supportive, that will like just talk you like, you know, you can talk to them about stuff. Cause sometimes as men, we just need somebody to listen. That's why too, like having a therapist is probably, you know, top one rank of dealing with your mental health, because your therapist has to like they have to listen. They don't have a
Right.
choice.
Right.
So sometimes sometimes for the whole hour I'm talking about maybe like one small thing, but at least I got to talk about it because I didn't feel safe talking about it anywhere else. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's just little
And
stuff like that.
you said a key word, safe. A lot of us from children as children have were never afforded the opportunity to feel safe.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we were put in the trenches and we got dragged through the mud and we never felt safe. So like we don't know who to turn to. And like historically, we get that shit thrown back in our faces. You know what I
Right. Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah, definitely. I think like seeing like both of my parents are crazy people. Like this is the thing. So like my mom, I've now found out in my adult life, yeah, she's a crazy person. My dad, I always knew he was bipolar
right.
because that's what my mom would obviously tell me this stuff.
Of
Both
course.
of them deal with mental health issues to this day, but
Yeah.
they've never actually properly dealt with it. So I had to learn how to deal with it on my own.
Mhm.
Whereas now I think because this is now a conversation that is amongst like the millennial generation,
Yeah.
we're able to pass down the ideology like, hey, if you're ever going through stuff like this, you know, and we can share our stories with our kids and be like, hey, like this is what happened to me. This is, you know, where I lost it at. These are the
Mhm.
circumstances. If you're ever dealing with anything like this, you know, you're always safe to call me. You're always safe to, you know what I mean, talk to me about it. But
Absolutely.
definitely go get, you know, professional help,
Yep.
because growing up, getting professional help was never something that our parents would ever even think was okay. Like they didn't believe in that stuff.
No, they didn't. And like the only programs that like I don't know about you, but like I was always going through like court mandated anger management programs. Like
Right.
that was every single time something happened, that's where I ended up. They didn't put me in therapy, and if they did, they sent me to a psychiatrist that just put me on meds and just put a band-aid on the problem.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I
See, that's the
mean?
thing. My parents didn't even allow that. They wouldn't even allow that. No medication, nothing. There's
Oh, that's
not
crazy. You're
I
just
was
raw
always
dogging
there's
it.
nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. That's
Yeah.
it. That's what my mom there is nothing wrong with you. Me, I look at my kids when I'm watching their behaviors, I'm like, okay, something's a little off there.
Hyper focused on everything. We start like over analyzing
Yeah.
everything. Um, because it was never done to us as kids, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they didn't give a fuck. Like if you if you had some hyperactivity disorder, they just sent you outside and make you run laps around the house. Like,
Exactly. They're like, yeah, I know how to get you to calm down.
yeah, and like now we're in that. I mean, even in just the generation gap between ours and the next, there's been like massive like leaps and reform taking towards like the views on men's mental health in particular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I got a question. What being so from somebody who's not in the public eye like yourself,
Mhm.
how like what kind of that's gotta be stressful. What kind of stress does that bring? And like did it affect you? Did it like aid into when you found out that you needed to like get some help?
Um, so there's two sides to it. I've gone through episodes where I wasn't necessarily in the public eye,
Yeah.
and I've gone through it while I was in the public eye. It's definitely way harder when you go through it and you're in the public eye,
Yeah.
because it's not like you just go through it and then it's like it's over. It's like you go through it and then there's videos and playbacks of how it happened. But now watching it back as I'm like a sane person, I'm like, oh my God, who is that
Right.
guy?
Dude, I'm
Who
not
is
I'm
that?
not gonna lie. Like I was there's one of my daughters hollering down right now. Um like I know when I first stumbled across your content, it was a lot of the like I'll be right behind you. I just got to call my baby mother real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like so I started from there, and when I saw like you go through that publicly, dog, like that shit, like I could only imagine what that's like from somebody that's got 3/4 of a million followers. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of a lot of eyes on that situation at once, and like
definitely.
and you pushed through that. A lot of people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah,
make or break.
yeah. I mean, the thing about it is like I almost branded myself for that though, because so this is what happened. So when I first decided that I wanted to be a comedian, I think my name on Instagram was like Champagne Manny or something. I wanted to be
Oh
Drake
my
so bad.
god, yes, dude, I remembered that. I because I couldn't find you for the longest time on Instagram
Yeah.
because you changed your name.
Yeah. So I was Champagne Manny for like the longest time.
Wow.
And so when I started doing comedy, I was still Champagne Manny. Then when me and my ex Jessica were
Yeah.
dating, she brought this like crazy person out of me. I don't know. There's like certain people that you just shouldn't date because it's like the
It's
sex is
bad energy.
crazy. It's like you're like overly in love with this person, but they're like not overly in love with you. So you're like trying to figure that out. And I was young, you know what I mean? This was like the first love of my life.
Right.
And she was just doing stuff behind my back, and I was like finding out about it. And it was like I had invested so much into this relationship that it was like it had drove me crazy.
Right.
So when I first went through that, it was like I wasn't really in the public eye. I was just doing stand-up comedy. So it was like people knew me, but they didn't know me on the scale that they know me now. So
Right.
when I went through that and I got out of the psych ward, I was like, man, like I gotta change. I gotta change my name. I'm like, I was leaning into like the crazy version of me because I'm like,
Mm.
this is a good character. At first, I was like, this is a good character. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And as I was talking to my therapist, I'm like, I think this is a good way to vent out this side of me, so that way it doesn't take over my whole, personality again.
So that was your outlet.
That was my outlet. So I'm like, Manny's mania is like the crazy version of me. So I
And I
made this.
I think it's perfect. I think it's perfectly fitting, for the personality and the content that you do. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Because I'm like, usually the characters I play are psycho. They're psychos. It's like, okay, I killed your baby father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I do a bunch of shit that like people are like, all right, this guy's not well. But
Right.
it's like I do it in a way where it's like it's funny. You know, it's like he's obviously joking. But it's like in my head, I'm like, this is real. This is really thoughts that go through my
Yeah.
head. But I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this in real life. I would have a character do this. You know what I mean?
It's that
Like
let
there
me
was
holla at the OG real
Yeah,
quick.
like there was a time where one of I'm not gonna say who, but there was somebody like in my family or in my
Mhm.
wife's family, that was like they were like when my daughter was first born, she didn't have any hair. Like she was like a bald headed baby. So
Yeah.
so we're like having a housewarming, and she's like, "Oh my god, that baby's so bald headed," and I'm like,
Bitch! Who the fuck?
I'm like, what?
You wanna run that
I'm
by
like,
me one more again?
I'm like, she's just a baby, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm letting it slide because I'm like, I know I don't have it in me to like talk with patience.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? It's perfectly fine. But in my head, I'm like, I want to smack the shit out of this bitch.
Smack fire out there. Like, ain't nobody
So
able to talk about my baby except for
right.
me.
So the next day, I make one of those videos where I'm like, but I'm like talking to like I'm like, hey, remember you said my baby was bald headed? I'm like driving the car. I'm like, remember you said my baby was bald headed? I was like, yeah, don't try to get out of the car now. The child locks are activated. So I'm like, basically, I like set her up. You know, the cake was baked. So so like her whole family was like super upset about this video. They were like, I can't believe you would do that. I was like, I didn't do it in real life. I'm
And
like,
like
this is just literally
and
just
like, wait,
content.
but like, can you though? Because you know who I am. So like,
Exactly.
can you?
I'm like, if I were even to do this, I'd be caught next day. I'm like,
Oh,
this is incriminating
oh
at
my
its finest. So
god.
I'm like, but yeah, it caused a lot of static. To this day, like they don't like me. I'm like, hey,
Soft.
you're not calling my baby bald head anymore.
Yo, it worked.
You ain't getting away with that, baby.
Uh, yo, but like, honest, calling a baby bald headed is like, come, yo, you know better.
That's a low blow. That's a low
Most
blow because I'm like, yeah, like she's obviously still developing her hair. Now she has
like,
she has long hair. She
dude,
gets she gets
my
braids.
last daughter was a towhead, bro. She had no hair. Like she
Yeah,
was bald
that's
as
how they're
fuck.
born. That's just how they're born.
Well, so here's the thing. My 5-year-old, when she was born, yo, I'm like, that's not my baby. That girl got
She
so
had a lot
much,
of
and
hair.
she got so much hair, bro. So much hair. And it was jet black. She's a blonde today.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's crazy.
what the fuck? But then I think back to like when I did have hair, I had luscious locks. You know what I mean? I had beautiful hair, and it was great, and it was
You,
wonderful.
I know you sad as hell. You
I'm
lost
so sad. I lost that shit like fucking
that.
12 years ago, bro. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I'm not gonna lie, my dad still has a full head of hair, so I got faith. I got real
dog.
faith.
You know what's crazy is I wanted so you know what's crazy growing up where I grew up with the parents that I had. My parent and my stepdad specifically racist as fuck, right? Like real racist. And I'm like, yo, but for why? You know what I mean? And like, which is real unfortunate for him because I was like one of 2 white people in my friends in my group of friends, right? So
Oh
like,
man.
he hated seeing us coming. It was crazy. It was I used it to my advantage. But um fucking yeah, he was always like I don't even remember where I was going with this. I just just caught up on the fact
Just
that my dad was a
just
piece of
wanted to
shit.
tell me that your dad was racist. It's like
No,
I'm not that guy. I'm not like him. Promise. Because you look like a skin. Did he look like a skinhead? Was he bald?
no, dude, he like had fucking long blonde hair and yeah, I was the fat stepchild. You know what I'm saying? Like he hated my guts. He tried to beat the fucking brakes off of me all the time.
That's
Um
crazy.
I don't you had said something that made me think of like my childhood for a minute. I don't even remember what it was. Damn.
I don't know. We were talking about bald babies.
Oh, no. I was trying to I tried to braid my hair one time
Uh,
and yo, I tried to I tried to braid my hair one time. I made it 2.5 steps in the house before I had to take it off, bro. Yo, he he went crazy. So I had always wanted to like when I was an adult, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Do what I wanted to do, and then I went like it was I had to cut it. You know, my hairline on my kit starts right up here. It looked like LeBron's at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, yeah, you gotta just let it. It gets to a point you gotta let it go. I had a barber one time. He was like he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, let me cut your hair, please. Like, I'll cut it for free, just for like a repost." And at first I was like, "No, I already have a barber." But then I was like, you know what? He's like kept asking me. So I go to him and he's like, "Yo, these are the bevel clippers. These are the sharpest clippers in the world." And I was like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't use those on my face." I was like, "I have a sensitive skin." Right? He's like, no, I know what I'm doing. Right? So he's cutting my hair and he's like pressing down. He's like pressing down with these sharp clippers. And I'm like, yo, this is not like, I'm like, bro, I think you're pressing down too hard. Like, you're cutting my face. He's like, nah, bro, I'm not cutting your face. Then he like actually like there was actual blood. So then I'm like, bro, stop using these clippers, right? So then he like puts alcohol on my face. The haircut was sharp, right? It was super sharp.
Yeah, I would hope so. With the fucking sharpest clippers.
The next day, I woke up, there was just scabs all around my hairline. Like my whole hairline was scabs. My whole beard was scabbed up. My lip, everything was scabbed up. And I call him. I'm like, yo, like, look what you did to my face. He's like, bro, just put some coconut oil on there. I was like, bro, coke? Are you fucking joking? I was so mad.
Oh my God.
It was one of those things that was like, I was borderline about to go into psychosis. I was like, yo, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to shoot up your barbershop.
What brings you here today? You see my fucking face?
I was about to lose it. I was like, yo, I'm about to go shoot up this barbershop. I was like, this is not. And it took a long time for the hair to like fill back in, but I still kind of have like thin corners. So I always tell the barber, I'm like, look, don't go into the corners too much because I'm like, some bad shit happened.
Leave them bitches alone.
Yeah. That's why I'll consistently go to the same person because I'm like, they already know. They don't push my hairline back. I'm like, I'm fine with it. And most of the time I do it myself. I rarely get hair. I don't get a lot of haircuts anymore.
Yeah, no.
That like traumatized me because I used to get haircuts like every week. Every week I would get a haircut because they would just not push my hairline back. This guy just pushed it back and just did the most. So now I'm always lining my own self up. And then I'll go to the barbershop with a line. I go to the barbershop with a lineup sometimes.
Yo.
I'm like, it's already done. You don't even have to touch it.
Just do everything else.
do the fade right here and just leave the hairline alone. I already did it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like I miss going to the barbershop though.
Yeah, like, I bet you do.
Yo, clip that. Jesus Christ.
It's a good time. I'm not it's a blast.
It is. Once I like put my foot down and made the executive decision to like go to a barbershop instead of my whack ass stepdad's hairdresser who pushed my she started pushing my shit back in like 4th grade, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. It was crazy. Brutal. So I had what happened was I ended up getting arrested. So I had a couple of court appearances and my stepdad was like, you're going to Linda. And I was like, fuck Linda, dude. I'm not going to see Linda. I'm going down to see Mike, bro. Fuck
that's your punishment. You got to see Linda. Going to Linda.
So you leave Linda out of this, yo.
I know you had nightmares about Linda.
Dude, she was so every time I told her, like, you know, I'm getting older, so like, you know what I mean? I'm hanging out with the kids, I'm hanging out with my boys, and everybody got like fresh lineups, and I got this hairdresser fucking ass haircut. And I'm like walking into I got roasted every fucking day, bro.
The worst was having to retire, like seeing like my barber from growing up. Like I had to retire him. Like he's still not retired until this day, but I retired.
You had to retire. Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Because one time I went in there and his hand was like shaking.
Play
and he's like, I got it. And I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing?
Out here looking like Riff Raff's fucking beard, bro.
Because he had already did the fade. And then he went to do the hairline, and I was like, wait, OG. What are you doing?
Pause. Bump the
brakes. Like, I got it. And I'm like, bro, your hand is shaking. He's like, yeah, it's nothing. I've been doing this for 40 years. Who you think you telling? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, gee, you're not about to just fuck me up because you got a pride issue. Let me do it. And he was like, you ain't touching my clippers. I was like, well, you shouldn't be touching the clippers either. I got up out that chair so fast. I gave him $15. I said, here you go.
Oh my God, dude.
I ain't finishing this cut. No way.
So I don't know about you, but like, so my mom, when I grew up, my mom was on like copious amounts of drugs and alcohol, and
Right.
she had various plugs in and around the city that I grew up in.
Mhm.
Well, one of them happened to be at this like Italian barber shop, right on the east end of Middletown, and I will never forget. Yo, I couldn't breathe when the guy was trying to like line me up because all I could smell was like pure vodka. And
Damn.
his eyes were bloodshot. And with every break, I'm looking at my mom. I'm like,
And that's the thing. Old school barbers just used to get fucked up at work.
all day.
Just completely fucking hammered. And you're like, yo, should you be cutting hair right now?
Yeah, it stops the shakes as they're fucking doing it.
Stops the shakes as they're shaking.
Yeah,
They're like taking another shot. They're like, hold on, let me get
like, oh gee, I need you to take a step back.
Mine used to have liquor in his Listerine bottle. I'm like, bro, that's not Listerine, because he would just drink it. It would be blue. Like, I think he put like blue dye in there or blue food coloring.
Oh my God.
And he just drink it. And I'm like, are you drinking Listerine? And he's like, no.
That's a liquor boy. Fucking God damn, dude.
You're like, bro, you're hammered. I don't think you need to be at work right now.
Yeah,
but
dude.
that's how them old school barbershops is. Nowadays, though, the barbershop is like you can go to a barber and it's like a whole facial experience, and it's not how it was back in the day. They don't barbers nowadays don't want to cut that many heads. They're like, you know what? If I can do 4 heads a day for $100 a piece, that's $400. I'm good. You know what I mean? Yep. So they're like, that's what they're trying to do now. That's the hustle. I thought about being a barber. I was like, shit, if these dudes are making $100 a head, I'll do 10 of them in a day. Yeah. I was like, that's good money.
Yo,
and I'm like, nah, I don't have time to be learning how to cut it.
And like you gotta like massage people's faces, and like some of them got them like them things, you know what I mean? Like
the bumps.
Yeah.
The bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. No. I love going to get my hair retwisted though. That's the thing. That's why I feel bad for you, because you don't have your hair anymore. When women wash my hair, it's like the best feeling ever. They like scratch my scalp. I'm like, ugh.
It's not bad with the beard. You know what I mean? I can go every now and again and go have my barber touch my beard up, but like I can't have a conversation with my barber like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's been a crazy fucking, you know, I can't do that.
Yeah, you don't get the same therapy. You don't have them shave your head? Or is it all shaved?
What's the point?
Is there hair there? It looks like
hair. Yeah, there's some around.
You could go for the shave. Like they'll do a clean shave on the head and shine it. You know, they'll polish it.
Yo, I don't need that's OD.
They'll polish it up. They'll just buff it with those little buffers.
Carnauba wax.
One of those real wax thingies. They'll put some turtle wax on your head.
You won't need to shine this baby for 6 to 8 months.
When you get in the shower, the water just rolls right off of it.
Yo, it's just beating. Moisture wicking.
Like a Rain-X head. Moisture wicking.
It's like a Nike dry fit. You know?
Nah, that's hilarious.
Oh God, yo, that is hilarious. Fuck,
that is
man.
Funny.
This is dope, dude. I'm loving this conversation so far. This is awesome. This is what I was actually hoping for when I was having you on, you know what I mean? So This is dope. Yeah, I gotta go back to the barbershop and get my beard done every. It's been a minute. I gotta hit him up.
There's a guy, I think he's in like Tennessee. He like makes people look like way different. Have you seen this?
Nah, I haven't.
There's like it's like white dudes that'll go in there. They have like the most moppiest looking hair, and then he turns them into like white chocolate, basically. It's the craziest thing.
What's that dude's name? Belly Gang Cushington or whatever?
Yeah, he takes them and turns them into Belly Gang Cushington. Is Belly Gang Cushington white? I don't think he's white. I think he's like half black.
Is he? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna Google it now.
Yeah, look that up because I feel like he's half black.
First, all I have typed in is Belly Gang, and it says Cushington black.
That must be a top search. People probably like, wait.
It's gotta be. He looks like a Temu version of Drewski. Yeah, he's biracial. That's that's funny as hell. Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen that one in particular. I'll have to check it out. If he's performing miracles, I might have to go pay him a visit.
He's performing miracles. I'm like, there's no way. People are in the comments like, bro, give your barber a blowjob. They're like,
yo,
they're like, suck your barber's dick, gang. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't think they're like saying like the typical stuff like tip your barber, but then there's people that are like, bro, suck his dick, bro. You gotta get him.
There's the tip your barber, and then there's give your barber the tip.
Give your barber the tip. Nah, for real.
Holy shit. Oh man. So to kind of get back on track here. Now officially you've been diagnosed bipolar, correct?
Yeah, bipolar
1. Okay, now
and schizophrenia.
In schizophrenia. Okay, so you're on a medicine regimen, I assume. Right? Sometimes. Hell yeah. Never let them know your next move.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm right now. I'm not on the medication just because the medication was like It was like I felt trapped inside my body.
Yeah.
I needed it to come down from like my psychosis.
Right.
But once I was out of my psychosis phase, it was almost like I was like over medicating myself. Like I was like burying myself in my body. That's how it felt.
Right.
So I was getting erectile dysfunction. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not taking this stuff. I was like,
R.I.P.
I'm like, yeah, no. Like that's the thing. Like my wife loves me, but when I can't perform, she hates me. She fucking cannot stand me. I am useless to her. Like, cause she's like, what's wrong with you? What's the matter? Is it me?
Alexa, play Casey and JoJo.
I'm like, no, it's not you. I don't know what's wrong. It's just it's not happening. She's like, you just need to relax.
It's wrong. Like, no, I'm too relaxed. That's the problem.
You just need to relax. You just maybe have too much on your mind. I'm like, I got nothing up there. I got nothing.
Completely blank.
I'm focused. I'm like,
laser focused.
Yeah.
Could it be any more in tune? Actually,
it's not a good feeling. Then she's like, maybe you just need to just get some honey packs. I'm like, I'm 29 years old. I'm like, I don't need honey packs or blue chews or none of that. I should be able to get rock solid here.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. When I'm like going through psychosis or when I'm like in a bad state of mind, I get bricked up off of just anything. So it's like, I'm like, damn, I miss my other self. I'm like, I wish I was crazy right now.
Bitch, did you just look at me?
I'm like, yeah, it's a night and day difference, man. It's a night and day difference.
That's crazy.
This is the thing. I think what also happens is, and I don't think it was this past experience, but experiences I've had in the past with my psychosis. I think what happens is like I'm just genuinely like a nice person. Cause I like love people. You know what I mean? I love people, but then people start to like do shady stuff behind my back, and then I find out about it, and then it triggers me in a way where I'm like, damn, like it really hurts my feelings. Then the other version of myself is like in the back of my head, like, don't fucking let these people play with you like this. And it just keeps getting louder and louder and louder and louder until I'm like so distraught that I'm like,
It's
you know
like
what?
that
Fuck
saxophone.
these people. Yeah, it's exactly like the saxophone.
It's exactly it.
And then I just lose it. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. And I'm telling everybody about themselves. I'm like, you know what? You pissed me off that day. You didn't pick me up from the fucking basketball court. You fucking piece of shit. And I would have done it for you. It just like
I would have been there for you.
Everyone's catching strays, and that's literally how it happens.
So now, how often do you notice yourself getting in that situation, getting into that spot, and like, are you able to catch yourself before you get to that point?
Oh man, yeah, I caught myself like 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago I started. So I was like, all right, I'm going to the gym at 4 a.m. starting my regiment back up. You know what I mean? And so for like 3 days straight, I go to the gym at 4 a.m. And then I'm up the rest of the day.
Right.
So from 4, and then I'm like probably going to sleep at like 11 o'clock. So I started getting like 5 hours of sleep. And since this past episode, I've been getting like 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to get that sleep that you need.
I cut my sleep in half, and then I started feeling like crazy. I think I was at the gym and I was playing basketball, and somebody like bumped me or fouled me hard, and I was like about to just punch him in the face. And I was like, no, this isn't it. I was like, this isn't it. I was like, after that game, I was like, yeah, guys, I'm going home. And they were like, yo, bro, like keep playing. I was like, no, I'm going. I went home. I came home and took a nap. And when I woke up, I felt normal again. And I was like, man, it's the sleep. So now if I'm going to go to the gym like that early, I have to make sure I'm in bed by like
7 or 8 the previous day.
8:30. Yeah. 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
To maximize, or go early and then come back and take a nap go back to sleep.
Right.
So
now do you take like protein shakes or anything like that, or does that kind of does that like aggravate things and make things worse?
No. Protein is fine, but pre-workout, that can definitely.
I can see it now. I can only imagine.
But that's the thing. I still take pre-workout. I don't care. I don't care. I drink Celsius all the time. I love caffeine. I'm never giving that up. So like, I'll drink caffeine. I can go to sleep after taking a Celsius.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I could slam a Red Bull and go take a nap.
Yeah, but before this past episode, I was taking Adderall, and Adderall was like the best thing ever. I love Adderall.
Dude, me too. It kickstarted my weight loss, dude.
Man,
I'm down 40 pounds since last August.
Best for weight loss. It's the best. Because you don't really have to eat. You know what I mean? Like,
one meal a day.
I'll have a little something, but I'm good.
Yo, honestly, one meal a day, and then after like a month of that, your stomach already shrinks, and then you know what I mean. You don't need the Adderall for the fucking the moderation.
Exactly. So now I can't take Adderall because my therapist is like, yeah, no, it'll trigger your psychosis if you keep taking it. And so now I'm like, no Adderall. So I'm leaning heavy on caffeine. Caffeine is like the best replacement for Adderall.
It's the closest replacement without going to fucking meth.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I can't do meth. Can't do meth. Can't go meth.
we have a little bit too much on the line to go the meth route.
Yeah, I think, and that's the thing. I think Adderall saved me from like heavily doing coke, because I had white friends that would do coke all the time. And I tried it, and I was like, this feels just like Adderall. Yeah. But then I'm like, you have to keep sniffing this every 30 minutes. Like, yeah, this is
fuck
dumb.
That.
I'm like, guys, I have a whole thing of Adderall. I'll just take Adderall, and
I can get this all day.
Yeah, and then like it drips in the back of your. I'm like, this is inconvenient. Not doing that.
Inconvenient is crazy.
Yeah, this sucks.
Ooh, this man.
I'm like, this is terrible.
Who the fuck brought the booger powder, dude?
That's the thing. I never bought Coke ever in my life. It was always like if somebody was offering. Right. If somebody was like,
I know so many people that are like that.
Hey, did you want some of this? I'm like, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Hello.
No, and that's the thing. When I tell my wife stuff like that, she's like, "Oh my god!" Like, what? You never partied? Like, it's like we lived two completely different lives.
Yo, me and my fiance are the same. Actually, I never. So like, like I said, I was the weird fat kid that like really just hung out with, honestly, not the greatest people, but like
Yeah.
whatever, dude, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, but like whenever they would party, they would just hop in the car and go, and like I was on house arrest, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't fucking do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. They all knew who I was going to hang out with, you know what I mean? So I just got
Yeah.
just some like fucking banished to my room, and I couldn't sneak out because I weighed too much. I'd fucking fall.
Yo, I had the room in the basement, so I would sneak out like almost every night or sneak somebody in.
The crazy thing is my parents are deaf, right? So they can't hear anything.
Oh, they would feel you.
Oh, dude, yeah, bro. Yo,
they would feel you. They would feel you leaving the house.
Somebody wrong it.
I feel the footsteps.
Yo, so what's crazy is I was like 15 or 16. I think I was like 15. I decided I was gonna steal my stepdad's truck. Everything was cool. I snuck downstairs. I even waited in the kitchen for like 15 minutes to make sure that he didn't come down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't have no animals because we lived in an apartment complex, couldn't have any animals. So no dogs barking, no cats, no nothing. I snuck out. I went to go pick up my friend. We went up to the elementary school, smoked a blunt, went back home, and my stepdad is standing on the fucking porch waiting for me.
Damn.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Now this dude's like 6'3", a bodybuilder at that point.
I know you got that ass whooped. I know.
Oh my god, bro!
I just
from the front door to my fridge was probably 12 feet. Okay, my stepdad picked me up while I was still outside and threw me into the fridge.
Oh man.
I was airborne. My feet didn't touch the ground until I hit the fridge first, bro.
Yo, that's great.
Hit the fridge, slid off the fridge, and I had like broke my fall with the fridge and accidentally like swiped off one of the pictures on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck do you have a picture of the family for?" And I was like, "I don't know. It broke my fall. You just fucking threw me into the fridge."
Yeah, I remember when my mom and my stepdad jumped me. Because I smoked weed before.
Did you say jumped you?
Yeah, they jumped me. There was feet. There was feet and hands.
Oh no.
They jumped me.
No.
It was bad. So I went to the
no.
we had our pep rally.
Yeah.
For the football, for like the homecoming game or whatever. And me and my friends, we smoked some weed before the pep rally. Normal stuff. So at the pep rally, they had after everybody got off the mic was just hot. So I get on stage and I start freestyling. I don't even remember what I said, but I was spitting. Everybody was feeling that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, yo, like that's so tough, like that's so crazy, right? So my English teacher, Mr. Reddy, he comes up to me, he's like, yo, Manny, those are some pretty good bars up there. And I was like, yeah, man, I be spitting when I'm high.
Oh no.
Cooked myself.
Yo.
He called my parents so fast. When I got home,
he was white, wasn't he?
No, he's black. He's black. I hate him to this day. To this day, I cannot stand him.
For that reason?
For that reason and other reasons.
Man.
Also, stuff came out like his wife was one of his students in the past, and so like he ended up marrying one of his students, and then his wife ended up dating one of the students. So it was like a trauma passed down. It was bad. So I'm like, yeah, that's why your family's full of creeps. You fucking creeper. Gotcha. But his wife was so hot. Whenever she would come in, she would always like give us like these like seductive looks, and we're like, dude, is she like trying to fuck? Like, she would always come in like little mini skirts and shit, and we're like, what the fuck? Yo. So if it came out that like she actually ended up dating one of the students because she was a teacher too.
That's crazy.
So guess karma comes around. You know what I mean? So screw that
Yeah.
guy.
No, honestly.
So I got home. All the lights were off. Right. So I'm thinking I'm safe. I'm like, I'm not even thinking about it. Right. I'm just coming home from the pep rally. So I opened the door, I cut the light on, and my mom is sitting on the couch, legs crossed, and she's like, I'm gonna ask you this one time. She's like,
you know they already know.
she's like, I'm gonna ask you this one time. Have you been smoking weed? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And as I'm saying, what are you talking about? A punch from my stepdad comes from the right side. Boosh! And I'm like, what are you doing here? What the fuck?
Mink, mink.
Yo, they started jumping me, gang. I'm like, yeah, nah, this is not it.
That's
and
crazy.
They made me promise to never smoke weed again. I was smoking weed the next day.
Honestly, I was smoking weed that night.
That next day, I was like, yeah, I'm smoking.
I told that bitch, go fuck yourself. But you really said that, right?
Nope.
Hell no, I didn't say that shit.
I apologized. I'm like, I'll never do it again. I was back next day smoking with my friends. I was like, yo, I got an ass whooping last night behind this shit.
I'm doing it again.
I'm willing to die for this shit. Oh man, I was loving smoking weed. That's another thing too. God. That like when I stop smoking weed, that can trigger psychosis. I've been looking up like all the things that can trigger psychosis. That's why I'm scared to start smoking weed again because I'm like, if I stop, then I could, you know what I mean. So it's just it's a lot.
What are the signs that like your body gives you that like that you've picked up on that are like things are about to get shitty and like let's start working on it now?
Signs that my body gives me. I think I'm not sleeping, right? So not sleeping. If I'm not sleeping, I'm like trying to do 10 things at once.
Yeah.
Right? Like when it starts getting outlandish where I'm like, I'm about to start a business, I'm gonna write a book, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. I'm like, okay, like this feels familiar. And the only problem with that is you genuinely feel like you can do it.
Yeah.
So I try to walk a fine line where I'm like, okay, I'm being really productive. Let me see if I can focus this energy on one thing instead of trying to do 10 things. If it still feels like I'm trying to do 10 things, then I'll just tell my therapist like, yo, like what should I take right now? Or like, what can I do?
Right.
And that's why like now with my wife, like I have a safety plan where it's like I can go get checked into a facility, even if it's for like a couple of days, because a couple of days is better than the fallout from a week or 2 weeks or a month of psychosis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, this dude in the comments, Bazooka Jody. This is like one of my best friends, right? And
of course, I'm pretending to love the podcast.
I'm your hating ass homie. Of course, I'm pretending to love the podcast.
That's funny as hell.
When I tell you, dude, me and him have seen just about every single one of your videos. We send them. There was like a 6-month stretch where we were probably sending each other 15 to 20 of them a day.
That's awesome.
It was like I was crying at all of them. Like,
and that's the thing. That's the thing. Whenever I'm riding my manic wave really well, I can put out like 2 videos a day.
That's crazy.
So it's like
great.
And it's like the creativity is like flowing consistently.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's why I know like there's a fine line I have to walk. And that's the thing. If I'm in that mode, literally anything like a pebble in the road could ruin it. So it's like with my wife, I almost have to like tell her like, look, like I feel like I'm crazy right now, but I'm gonna focus my energy on this. And it might feel like I'm like distant, but I'm just trying to get as much out of it as I can. because I know that there's a depressive state coming after this. Because I also
Right.
have like mild psychosis sometimes,
Yep.
where it's like it'll come and then it'll go and then it'll come and it'll go,
So
and then
it's never the same. It's always
it's never the
different
same.
intensities.
It'll be intense based off of what I go through. Like if I go through something minor, then I
Yeah.
can go through like a minor psychosis. But if I go through something major, like if it has anything to do with like me and my wife's relationship, I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person. I'm like
Oh,
losing it
I
because I'm
fucking
like
feel that.
because
Yep.
I've invested everything into this.
Right.
This is my whole life.
And if I don't have this, I might as well be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand about psychosis. It's like it's dark because initially your brain is like it's time to die. It's like
Yeah.
it's like, bro, kill yourself. And then you're like, and then if you're like, no, if you tell it no now, what your brain does is it tricks you into going to war with everyone around you.
Yeah.
So that somebody else can kill you. You're almost telling people like, yeah, come kill me, pussy. You won't fucking kill
You
me,
won't.
bitch.
No balls. Scared if you
But
don't.
but your brain is like, yes, good.
Yeah.
They're gonna come in, and it's like it's very much that's why it's so scary, because you can put yourself in a position where somebody could actually harm you. Like people were worried. Like I was in Atlanta, people didn't know me, and so I'm like bothering people on the street. I'm fucking telling people like,
Manny, now why are you playing with your life like that?
yo, it was bad. It was bad. I'm like, I'm saying stuff to people that I shouldn't be saying. I got into 2 real fights. I beat them up. You know what I mean? Naturally, I fucked their ass up because
should have seen the other guy.
When I'm manic, I'm like this fucking great fighter. So, it's like I'm good at everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can like it's like I'm a better basketball player. I'm a better fighter. I'm my body looks way better.
Do you feel like almost like a god complex when you're going? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
I think I am. There's like moments I think I am God. So I'm like, yeah, I am. It's like it's me.
Yeah.
People are looking at me like, what? I'm like, it's me.
I am the OG. That's why
you
can't
the
get in.
The one you've been praying to.
I'm your God. The one
the guy you get on your knees and pray to every night. I know about that Ferrari you've been asking for. Yo, but that's the thing. There's been situations where like I'll know people's names. They're like, "How do you know my name?" I'm like, "It's me." Well, it's me.
I am the Lord. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, nice
But
to
that's the part that's weird. That's the part I can never explain. Is like there's certain stuff that I would know about people,
yeah,
without me actually knowing the person. And so
that's
it's like
crazy.
And so like some people say like when you're in that heightened state of mania, your brain is like working at a way higher capacity, where I think humans can be like telepathic.
Yeah.
But we just don't use that part of our brain, or like our pineal glands are closed or whatever. There's conspiracies everywhere, but
oh yeah,
there's been time like I've walked up to people and been like, "Hey, I know you're secretly gay." I know you're secretly gay. And they're pissed. They're overly upset. They're like, "What the fuck, nigga? You don't know me, bitch." I'm like, except I do.
Just calm as shit like that. Except you're wrong. Sorry.
You're wrong. I do know you.
I don't know what to tell you. Sucks to suck.
This dude in Atlanta, he started crying because I said that to him, and then he was like pissed off at first, and I was like, "Look, I just wanted to pray for you." He started crying, and I was like, "See, like it's okay, buddy. It's all right, man.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. There. Don't fret.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Could never be me, but hey." To each his own, man. Everybody's got their own journey to walk.
Hey, June, it's your month too, B. Come on.
That's another thing. I hate that June is mixed with Pride Month.
I do too. And here's what I noticed is all of the men who shit on the other ones that are for doing what they need to do for their mental health are also the same ones who are like, "Man, what's up with all these pride posts and shit?" I'm like, well, not for nothing, but the LGBTQ plus whatever community has worked their ass off to get what they wanted recognized, and all we're doing is making victim posts talking about nobody cares about men's mental health.
Yeah. No.
Motherfucker,
That's
if you
true.
open your goddamn eyes and look, it's everywhere. You just choose to be blind. You're playing
That's
the
the thing.
victim.
I wish that black people had the same attitude as LGBTQ community. Because they will get shit done, and they go to war. They
Honestly, and it didn't take them very long to get established. You know what I'm saying? Like
don't
once they
care.
got the ball rolling, it self-propelled.
Yeah, they're like a protected class now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, damn, these guys got it done, man. We need to take some notes. But also too, it's like I don't know how they have the time. I don't know how they have the time. I don't have time to be a protester. I just don't have the time or the energy. Like, I can't go out. I'm not gonna go outside and be protesting in the heat. But they're like, you know what? I will call out of work. I will do what I have to do to get to that protest in rainbow colors, and I will fight tooth and nail for these rights. And you gotta respect it at the end of the day.
And I touched on that in the video because I'm like, not for nothing, but like everybody wants to hate on like all the pride posts overshadowing men's mental health, but like not for nothing, some of the same people that are making the pride posts are gay men who had to live in the closet for X amount of years.
Yeah, they're hating. They're mad.
And it's like, no, these people figured out what they wanted and went and got it.
Yeah.
And all we're doing is like, nobody cares about men.
No, the thing is what I learned is some of the biggest like homophobes are gay.
Oh yeah, it's just projection.
And they're DL. They're DL and
or
that's
deflecting is the word. Sorry.
That's why I made that last video I made where it's like your DL homies trying to crack you. Cause I'm like, bro, this is happening more and more. This is happening like way more than people think it's happening.
Yeah.
But nobody talks about it because they're like embarrassed. So when I made that video, I saw that it was getting so many shares, but then also there's a lot of people not liking the post. So I'm like, they're commenting, they're like, yo, take this down. And I'm like, why want me to take it down? I'm giving away your plays, man. This is the shit you do to people.
Right.
So now I'm gonna make a part 2, part 3. Because it's not about hating the LGBTQ community. It's about exposing the people that are LGBTQ and then are hiding in the closet.
Right, and at the same time doing the most on the slandering side of things.
Yeah, I think they need to add to the alphabet. There needs to be LGBTQDL.
Yo.
LGBTQDL. You know what I mean?
It rolls off the tongue.
LGBTQDL. Then that way they can feel like they're a part. You know what I mean?
That's the plus.
That's the plus. That's what the plus is about. LGBTQDL.
Oh my god. I am fucking dying, dude.
And then it's like, and nobody will know. You know what I mean? You could be any of those things.
Oh my god. Yeah, you just Yo, that's crazy. I can't wait to see some of these clips after this, dude. Holy shit.
LGBTQDL. Plus.
I gotta ask you something. I came across this video on Instagram and I tagged you in it because we need a fucking translation.
Yeah.
So have you seen that video with Could Have Been Records with Drewski and Kodak?
Yeah.
That dude from Baltimore?
Yeah, that's one of my bros.
All right, so then all right, what is I want to learn. I want to be educated. What the fuck is he saying, bro?
He's not really like he's saying stuff, but there's translations. He has a whole dictionary. So basically, years ago, he made his own language.
Yeah.
Where it was just like at first he was just being funny. Like fuck with yous on a jickle or two, gets on a fuck with dangs.
Yeah, what is
He's just saying stuff, right? Now it's like when he says you got to get your membrane applicated, it means you got to get a haircut. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, so there's like certain stuff that he'll say. He's like, I'll jiggle yous on a fuckle dangs on a. He'll say anything, but you gotta pay attention to context clues as to like what he's actually trying to say.
Like this is the one. Like this just sounds fucking hard as shit.
It's hard. That's the thing.
And Yachty was going absolutely ballistic. Like he was about to flip.
Nobody knows what he's saying. Nobody knows.
All right, cool. So like I don't feel too bad because I'm like, yo, this shit kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's got a little fucking flavor on it.
That's the thing. When he like remixes other songs, that's my favorite. When he remixes other people's songs and like adds in the jiggle youths on the fuck with Dan, like that's what makes you feel it.
Can you link me to some of that shit? Because I really gotta check this shit.
No, yeah, I got you. He's one of the funniest people ever. And it's like he's a normal guy. Like if you talk to him in real life,
yeah,
he still talks like that. Cause he's just so used to it now. But I've also had conversations with him where it's like a normal conversation. Cause we're like me and him have talked about mental health. Cause sometimes, you know, he's told me like he goes through his like phases where he feels like he's crazy or whatever.
So now do you think this show would be something that he might even be interested in coming on and doing?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I think that'd be dope. I mean, like, so my end goal, I mean, now that we've had this conversation and we're here talking, like my biggest goal with this is to really start working with people that one care about the situation like I do, but might have either more insight or, you know, more exposure or just somebody that can help me get it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause like I was put on this planet to help people. And I know that after 4 suicide attempts, 4 failed suicide attempts, I'm here for a fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's certainly not to try to do it again.
Right.
You know, but like I've been through like everything from a drug addict mom to getting like fucking pimped out for drugs. Like the shit was crazy, bro. Like I've been through everything. So like I've been trying to reach out to anybody that'll listen or anybody with some kind of platform that'll just listen and take a chance. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing is just consistency. You know what I mean? Consistency. I feel like finding like real world examples and then talking about it as well, because there's so much content out there of people losing their minds.
Oh yeah.
And like putting yourself in a spot where people can see that and then an explanation behind it and like some type of commentary behind it is super important, because everybody thinks that it can't happen to them until it's happening to them. Like the first time I genuinely lost my marbles, like I remember it like it was yesterday. Like I remember destroying my own apartment because my ex-girlfriend had like locked me out of the apartment and filed a protective order on me. And I remember just destroying everything in the apartment, and it was all going in slow motion. The colors were super vivid and makeup was just flying everywhere. And I was just like, rah! And then I like looked at everything that I had done, and I was like, yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that I always looked at and was like, it could never be me. You know what I mean? In that same week, I'm like running in the street. You know what I mean? I jumped on somebody's truck, and it felt like it was it felt like a movie. You know what I mean? And you never think it could be you. Like when you see people on the side of the road, like screaming and yelling, you're like, damn, that person's fuck that guy. Right. Until you're that guy, right? Until you're that person and you don't know how you don't realize how you got there.
And you have no idea how to get out of there.
Exactly. And so I think I was just lucky enough that the right police officers pulled up on me and didn't shoot me, right? And brought me to the psych ward. Like I think the psych ward was like people are always like, oh man, like the psych ward's so terrible. I'm like, the psych ward's better than jail.
Way better.
Way better than jail. Because I've had a mental episode in jail. 45 days I was in there. And I was going through psychosis. So they kept, every time they would come to my cell and ask me if I wanted to go to court, I'd like spit on the window and I'd be like, fuck you. And they were basically just going back to the judge like he's refusing to come to court. Meanwhile, like I would be in and out of it. So like I'd be like, yo, I thought I had a court date. And they're like, yeah, you didn't want to go. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I would get crazy again. So
that's wild.
And so I spent 45 days in jail for disorderly conduct when really I was supposed to be in and out of there. Cause
you should have been out you should have been out there the same night.
Yeah. My bail was like what, like $500 or something. So
yeah.
So it was just one of those things where it was like nobody could. They wouldn't let me use a phone. I was on the psych tier. I didn't get out of my cell for like 19 days, and then I had to pull myself out of psychosis, and then eventually like calm down. Realize that this too will pass, and I'll get out of here eventually. But it only started to get better once I actually hit one of the correction officers. I punched him. And
holy shit.
It was just because they wouldn't let me out of my cell, and they kept telling me I was in hell. Because the videos I was making where I was at the heaven gates and God's not letting me in.
Yeah.
They were telling me God sent me to hell. So they were like telling me I was in hell. So now I'm like, oh, so if I'm in hell, that would make you a demon, right? So
mink.
So I'm like, yeah, got it, cool. So then at first I didn't believe them until I asked like the sergeant lady, like there was like a white lady that would come around with them, and she had like different collar stripes. She had like lieutenant stripes.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, they keep telling me I'm in hell. Is that true? And she looks me dead in my face with a straight face, and she's like, yeah, you're in a sector of hell. And I'm like, are you joking? So now I'm like, because at first I'm like, these guys are obviously using my content against me. Like, that's all they're doing. Right. At first I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you. When she said yes, oh yeah, I'd lost it. I was like, okay. I'm like, I gotta break out of here now. I'm like, I gotta fight the demons to impress God. and he'll maybe come and get me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah. So I covered up the cell door with toilet paper so they couldn't see in. And then I had a camera in my cell, and I covered the camera so they couldn't see what I was doing. Damn. And so, so they're like, so they come and do the checks. They're like, take the toilet paper off the door. And I'm like, no, the COs keep looking at me. I was butt naked. They took my jumpsuit. They said I was on suicide watch. So I was in there just butt naked. I didn't have anything on. No blanket, nothing. So I'm just in there, losing it. And so they're like, take the toilet paper off the door. I'm like, no, the COs keep looking at me. I'm butt naked. I'm like, I'm not taking it off. Mm-hmm. So they leave, and then they send one of the COs back to like reach his arm in and swipe the toilet paper off of the door. When he opened the cell, I just ripped it open and just tackled him and started punching him. And then they came over to mace me. And once I saw the mace, I was like, nope, I'd already been maced like 4 times. So I'm like, I don't want that again. I'm like, nope, I already did what I had to do. So I sit on the bunk, and then they then I had to get like adjudicated for that. So then the lady's like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I thought I was in hell. I'm like, they were telling me every single day that I was in hell. So I genuinely just thought he was a demon. And she's like looking at me like, what the fuck? So I'm like, yeah, like this is what's been going on the whole time since I've been here. And then the therapists weren't really helping. They were just kept putting me on suicide watch. I explained to her the whole thing. So then she got me on a call with a therapist that wasn't in the jail. Mm-hmm. And so I just went ahead and explained everything to him. And he's like, you seem like you're very like coherent. And I'm like, I'm a pretty smart guy. I just don't know what's actually going on. I'm like, right. I haven't used the phone. I'm like, I haven't been able to talk to anybody. So I was genuinely convinced that I was in hell. Right. And so they were like, all right, so you're still punished for this. And until your next court date, you have to, you can only leave your cell for 15 minutes a day. at 12 o'clock at night. So then that's when I started leaving my cell. So for like 19 days straight, I couldn't leave my cell. And
Right.
so then I started to leave my cell. I got to shower finally. I would walk around, and like all the stuff that I thought was like illusions, I would like walk up to it, you know what I mean, and like realize like, okay, like this is really jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they would do little stuff to mess with me. Like they would put out like little like saran wrapped pieces of cardboard on the table that looked like muffins, and they'd always be like, "You want one of these muffins?" And then they'd be like, "You can't have one of these muffins." So then when I finally
That's fucked up, yo. Jesus Christ.
when I finally got out of the cell, I went straight for the muffins. Because even they would even have the other inmates, like they would have the other inmates like grab one of the muffins and like walk off with it. So then I'd be like, "Bro, let me get one of those muffins," and they'd be like, "Nah, bro, these muffins aren't for you." And I'd be like, "What the fuck?" So when I finally saw that it was just cardboard wrapped in saran wrap, I'm like, "You fucking bitches!" Yo, it was all to fuck with me. I'm like,
That's
what the fuck?
crazy, yo. That's nuts.
Yeah, it was nuts. So then I started. So then that's when I like started to like become normal again. So then I'm like, all right, how can I get out of here?
Yeah.
So then, I started talking to one of these guys through the vents, and he's, you know what I mean? Like everybody's a lawyer when you're in the psych tier. So he starts telling me, he's like, "Yo, you got to file a habeas corpus." He's like, "You got to file a habeas corpus for a speedy trial, so that way the judge will see it and question why you're not going to your court dates." Because he's like, "I heard the COs talking. They're saying they're just going to tell the judge you don't want to go to your court dates, so you got to file a habeas corpus." He's like, "It's happened to me before. I'm in here for domestic violence. My baby mom's told him that I hit her, but I didn't really hit her." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." Yeah.
Likely story.
Right. Everybody's innocent in here, right?
Yeah, you fucking did that. Don't fucking lie to me.
Yeah. So I filed a habeas corpus. Then the judge is like, "Yo, like, why is he filing a habeas corpus, refusing to come to court?" Then the other therapist talked to the judge. Then I ended up getting a court date, and the judge was like, "Why has he been in jail for 45 days for disorderly conduct?" And I'm like, "Judge, it's been a wild ride."
Motherfuckers is crazy, gang.
I'm like, it's been a wild ride. So I got out that same day, and I will always recommend a psych ward over jail, because some cops will just take you to jail, and you're going through a mental episode. You know what I mean? So that's why too I like that it's documented that I'm diagnosed, so like they can look it up.
Yeah.
And they'll see like, okay, like bipolar 1. So if like I'm acting erratic, they'll just call the hospital to get me admitted. That's what happened in Atlanta.
I think that needs to be widely established. You know what I mean? Like these first responders need to understand how to discern, what might be, drug induced psychosis. I understand that their job is like risky or whatever, but like,
Right.
there's like other places for these people to go except, besides jail, because that's just going to make things worse. And then you end up with situations like this where you end up with people that are just tacking on more time over something that should have been an in and out situation.
And they tack on more trauma. They fuck with you.
Right.
They're like, because the thing is, they're like having fun. You know what I mean? Like they're at work. This is how they're passing the time. They're like, "Oh my God, this guy's insane." Right? Like this guy.
You could just fuck with this guy all day long.
Fuck with this guy all day. Like, look at him. He's crazy. Like,
yo,
it was bad. It was like there was a day where they like they would open the flap to like give you food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't let them close the flap. I would just kept slamming it. I kept slamming it and slamming it. And I was like, what else can I do? I was so crazy. I was like shitting in my hand and like throwing it at him.
Holy oh my God.
Throwing it. Just hurling shit around. Just
how's this taste? Here's some jail food for you.
Fucking like, yo, stop it. Like, I'm like, no, because I'm locked in here. I can't get out. I'm like, I need to take a shower.
Right. I'm gonna throw my shit at you.
And then they maced me. That's how they got me to close. They maced me. Yeah. I didn't get away with it. I was like,
you
I was
imagine
like, they were like, fuck this
hurling your own shit is something you get away with in jail?
guy. Yeah, no, I did not get away with it. They maced me real good.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's
The mace
nuts.
was like their go-to. They would through the flap, just mace, just straight mace. Yeah,
Oh my
and then the
god.
thing is, they have to ask you like, do you want medical attention? And I would always be like, fuck you, like get the fuck away from. And then they just leave me in my cell, just maced up. Just
You're like, yes, I need fucking medical attention, you
I would
fucking asshole.
I never said that. I never thought to say that I need medical attention. That would have been my way out. That would have been like my way to go to the infirmary and like chill out. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, they might have like medicated you or something.
5 times I got maced and it was back to the cell.
Jesus Christ,
I
guy.
just I didn't know the rules. But that's the thing. Now I know the rules. Now I'm like very experienced. That's the thing. Like if I go to a psych ward now, I know exactly who's who and like what their jobs are.
Right.
The first time I went to a psych ward, I didn't know. So I didn't know that these people have to do certain stuff. Like if you ask them for snacks, they have to give you snacks. Like if you tell them you're hungry, they have to give you food or they have to give you like, something to drink. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's other people that's like they have to like if you're like, "Hey, I want to take a shower," they have to give you towels and like linens to take a shower and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's the medication. There's nurses that have to give you medication if you ask for it or like something to calm down. So now I know how to like maneuver the psych ward. You know what I mean?
wish, when I was up there, so I was up in a psych ward for the better part of like 2.5 weeks.
You're right.
And I got really familiar in like while I was in there, but like the fucked up thing is I had like no access to anything outside medication wise outside of what they were giving me. I didn't meet the psychiatrist until the day before they let me out.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah. You have rights. You can meet the psychiatrist every day.
yeah, no, I like asked and they said the psychiatrist is busy. The psychiatrist got something else going on, but she's like, she read your chart and this is what she's telling you to take and this is what you have to do. And I'm like, okay, so like when's like therapy session? And she's like, what? And I was like, bitch, I didn't fucking stuff. When
Yeah,
are we doing like
that.
proactive?
You just get group. There's just
Oh
group
yeah.
therapy.
Yeah.
There's group
And then
therapy, and then they just monitor your behavior. And if you're acting too erratic, the therapist will not see you.
yeah. Yeah, I noticed.
That's the
I
thing.
realized that too.
If you're super pressed to meet the therapist, it's almost better to like avoid them. It's almost better to like to act like you don't want to see them and like just chill out.
Right.
Because once you're chilled out, they'll start looking for you. They're like, oh no, we gotta meet with this person.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't.
So
that's
how you play the game. Like I learned, like, all right, if I go in here and I'm like super like, I need to talk to the therapist, the psychiatrist right now. I need to talk to them. I'm never gonna talk to them.
no.
But if I just chill out, act like I'm like drawing pictures in a journal and like coloring, you know what I mean? Then they'll come and talk to you and you'll be like, oh, you're the therapist? Oh. And now you just
finally.
now you just have to put on your best voice to try to get out of it.
Right.
You just gotta like be like, all right, cool, like you know what I mean? Like I would like to go home, you know what I mean? But if I understand, and then you always have to say something like, I understand, like obviously you have to do your job, so whatever you think is best.
It makes you sound like you've got it all going on.
Right? Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever you think is best. I mean, do you like what are the side effects? Are there any side effects to the medication? Because like I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind.
Sign me up, dude. Just fucking
Yeah. Like that's the thing. When I'm in the psych ward, I take whatever they give me. I don't really care. Cause I'm like, you're not getting out of there for a long time, especially if you don't take the medication, they'll keep you as long as they possibly can. And then they'll tell a judge, like, yeah, he's not taking the medication. He needs to take the medication. If he doesn't take the medication, can we hold him for this amount of time? I've seen people get stuck in there for 3 months, 6 months. Because they're not taking the medication. Because the judge is just like, yeah, like he's unstable. I could not imagine giving up 6 months in a psych ward. That is,
you'd come out crazier than you went in.
Yeah, you'd come out a different person.
No, you're fucking you walk in, Manny, and you walk out Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's That's like what I believe happens to people when they say they're cloned. Like I think that's what happened to Gucci Man.
Mm.
I think Gucci Man spent too much time in a facility, and like now he's just like, yeah, I'm just super responsible now. I don't want to sip lean. I don't want to do anything. Cause like I get it. Like after I got on the psych ward, I was like, yeah, no, like I'm never going back. I'm never going back. It took me a while to get back to myself. I was like super like, yeah, like fuck it. Whatever they say, do, I'll do it. Once I got the erectile dysfunction, that's where I drew the line. I was like,
Throwing it out, flag on the play.
Fuck this. I'm like, I gotta get back to myself.
False start. Delay of game.
Delay of game. Yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, if that's what it comes to. If I gotta go back, I'll go back. But just not, I'm never gonna do this again.
Just make it work.
Right.
Oh man. Dude. I just realized how long we've been going, and I feel really bad because like I know that I had you for like 45 minutes to an hour. It's been an hour 20.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all good.
Dude, I really appreciate you taking the time again to come out here and kind of give us your perspective on the things that you've gone through in the current situation in the country. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I thank you for, you know, taking
Did you have
time
any
away from
last
your
questions?
One, two, one. Can I let me to follow back real quick?
Oh yeah. I thought I did follow you back.
I don't know. Did you?
The Brand Vision one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just followed it.
Oh, you're the man. And then second, for people who might be dealing with some of the same things that you go through, but haven't quite gotten to the point of like really getting themselves help. What advice do you have for somebody that might be struggling right now watching this?
The advice that I would have is, all right, this is a layered question because I think that the biggest thing that I would say is like sit with yourself for like 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes is all it really takes. If you sit with yourself for 10 minutes and you play back the past 48 hours, do you feel like you just need to talk to somebody? Because a lot of times the solution doesn't have to be medication right away.
Right.
It can just be a conversation with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like this conversation, like even a conversation like this, you and me just talking about mental health helps my mental health. You get what I'm saying?
I love to hear that, especially for somebody that's like as small of a platform as myself. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. It doesn't. It's like you could really talk to. I've had conversations with random strangers at a bar or on a train. You know what I mean? That's helped me. So it's like talking to someone, finding a safe person to talk to.
Yeah.
And if you don't have those people in your life, it's time to branch out and just talk to a professional. Because a professional's job isn't necessarily to just medicate you. Like some of them will do that. Some of them will try. But that's why you have to be really smart about how you go about it. That's why always start with telehealth. That's what I always tell people. Always start with telehealth because you know, you can put in the information and you don't even have to put your real address. You can put like, cause you don't want them like just getting you admitted right away. Like,
right. Like, getting somebody Baker acted in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Like you could like somebody could get you committed super quick. So start with telehealth. Find a safe person and just let them know what you're going through. Talk to them about what you're dealing with. After that first conversation, you'll want to talk to them again. So then you schedule a follow-up and kind of like, I would always tell people just try it. You know what I mean? Just at least try therapy.
Right.
And if it doesn't work, try again. If it doesn't work, just keep trying with different people until you find somebody that you can really click with. I think I went through like 5 therapists before I found.
And that's something that I've mentioned on almost every episode that therapy gets brought up on. It's not, some people get lucky and find the right therapist on the first visit, but that's rarely the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to understand and you have to be prepared that it's a different, everybody has different forms of therapy. and not all of them are going to work for you.
Right.
So
And that's
I
the thing.
stress
That's the
that.
thing. I think it's also too with men, try to find somebody that's like not attractive. Can't be attractive. Like like if you're attracted to your therapist, that's terrible because
Right.
you're going to be going for the wrong reasons, and you're also not going to be honest. Like when you're
Yeah.
attracted to somebody, you're trying to almost like put your best foot forward. I'm
Yeah.
mad ugly in therapy sometimes. Like I'm like sometimes I cry in there, you know what I mean? I'm brutally honest. And so it needs to be somebody that you can be brutally honest with.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely. I
mean?
agree 100%.
So that would be my advice is like try again. Like
Hell
never,
yeah.
because that's the thing. You put so much effort into other people, right? Especially as men, like we put so much effort for other people. We have to give effort to ourselves too. Because
Right.
if you don't pay attention to yourself, there'll be nothing left for anybody else or yourself. You know what I mean? If you keep giving your energy to other people,
Yeah.
sometimes there's nothing left for yourself. So you have to put yourself first at some point.
Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
You
And I
know.
think as men, we just have this hero complex where we have to be strong no matter what. You know what I mean? We watch the heroes. The heroes that we look up to are going through mental health problems. Like Batman lost both of his parents at a young age and had to deal with that trauma.
Right.
And now he feels like he still has to save everybody else and never saved himself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Same thing with Spider-Man. Same thing. I mean, Superman, the guys didn't really go through shit because alien. But I mean, that's the thing. That was never one of my favorite superheroes. I always liked Spider-Man. Spider-Man was always one of my favorite ones. Because he went through such a hard time and he
He
still
did.
became Spider-Man. He lost his Uncle Ben.
I know, and then he became rice, dude. It's just crazy.
Right.
Yeah. They put him on a rice packet, boy.
Imagine that. Your Uncle Ben is dead and you just go to the grocery store. You just keep saying, Uncle Ben.
Oh, my Uncle Ben. Oh my God.
Bro, Spidey was going through it.
Spidey senses was tingling, bro.
That's a big thing too, is like that's sometimes how we heal, is like just helping other people.
Yeah.
It's like we'll just like seeing other people happy can make us, like, in a sense, make us happy, but it never really solves the real problem. It just kind of puts a Band-Aid on it.
Correct. Yep.
So
it's about taking that time and putting the work in and getting yourself to that point.
Exactly.
So, dude, I think this has been one of the greatest conversations I've had. This has been informative and hilarious. It's really dope to have like a comedian on who can also get real about, what we have going on.
It's real. I mean, I think that's part of why people go through stuff is to help the next person. So
yeah,
whatever I go through, that's why I always share, because I'm like, you know what, this can help somebody else that's dealing with this. So that's why a lot of my content, people gravitate towards it, because it's real. You know what I mean? It's like stuff
absolutely.
It's stuff that I've been through, stuff that I've seen other people go through. So I just I'm just a voice. I'm just a vessel. So
that's awesome, dude. I really hope we can at some point get you back up here again. Hell, I'll even pack this show up and take it down to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? I'll come down. I'll come down to your neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying? I don't even mind that.
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut. We're actually not that far away.
Oh, Connecticut's not far.
Nah. So if you're ever in the area, hit me up. I also do I don't know if you've like been on my Instagram, but I do I do photos, I do videos, I do all sorts of creative stuff as well. So
that's what's up.
If you ever need anything while you're out in the area, hit me up. I got you. I'll take care of you.
Nah, yeah, I love it. I love
Hell
it.
Yeah.
And I love the podcast. Just like I said, just my biggest advice for you would just be to stay consistent, keep doing it, even when you don't feel like doing it. And, just take it a day at a time, and you'll see growth over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not one of those, like, content isn't one of those things that just happens overnight, but then it does happen sometimes it does.
Right.
It can look like it happens overnight because you might have a video or a clip that goes viral. It's
Yeah.
anything can take you to the next level. And that's what I always tell people is like it's multiple viral moments that will get you like
Yeah.
to the next level every time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so you've been the biggest guest that we've had on so far. And like I think I'd mentioned it not that long ago, but we had just hit our 6-month anniversary. I think it was like Memorial Day weekend.
that's
We've
dope.
been I've been out here every Monday, doing the show and making sure that, we have guests lined up, and I've been putting in the legwork, so this was kind of the reward for me, selfishly, because my birthday's in 3 days, and
Oh,
you know what
happy
I mean?
birthday.
I appreciate that. I'm getting into my Jesus year, so like that's a whole nother fucking thing that's fucking with me. But
What's the
yeah,
Jesus year?
so Jesus died at age 33.
Oh, really? You're turning 33?
I'll be 33.
You look a
Um,
lot older than 33.
fuck me running.
It's the bald head. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
know, I
It's
know.
the bald head.
Um, and I mean, it also a lot of what plays into it is like just the shit that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
grew up at a much earlier age, but
Nah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like when I was always taught that like 33, like you're supposed to like that's the year. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jimi Hendrix died at 33. Kurt Cobain, I'm pretty sure died at 33. Like there's a lot of stigma and a lot of conspiracy around the age 33.
Right, yeah. No, I
And
agree with
like with you being my most like my biggest guest to date, 3 days before my 33rd birthday, like there's a lot of number signs and a lot of stress that comes along with that. So like I said, this was like the reward to myself for making it 6 months, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to go get a guest that I want, you know what I'm saying, that like I resonate with, and like I'm not
yeah.
even kidding, you were like one of the first people that I thought of.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm honored.
So
I'm honored.
I appreciate you being on here, man. We will definitely talk soon. I'll let you get back to your lifestyle.
Thank you. My
Dude,
wife is my wife is still she's at dinner.
oh,
So I'm
nice.
I'm about to get on stream actually.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. So when I start clipping these, when I start making the clip of the show, I'll send them over your way. I'll tag you, invite you as a collaborator, or if you want to do
Definitely.
if you want to do the reverse, whatever, it doesn't matter to me.
No, yeah, just invite me as a collaborator. I'll accept it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, dude. For everything tonight. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Of course, dude. Oh man, fucking did it. I did that shit. I made that happen. We fucking did it. All right. It's an hour and a half. It's time for me to go to bed. Time for me to smoke a little bit of reefus. Let's see. Who do we have on next week? I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got Jordan Watson from Middletown. His father is Robin Watson, the loud ass umpire that everybody knows from the hometown. He'll be live and in the building. Actually, he'll be here in person for that episode, which I think will be super dope. Maybe I'll start thinking about setting one up outside. But with that being said, it's your boy Troy. This is the Mental Health Podcast. Thank you once again, Manny, for showing up, for giving us an hour and a half of his time. It's been great, and I will catch you guys next Monday, 8:30 p.m. Peace.